Welcome back to Andy's Guides. In today's video, we are going to show you how to create a custom report in Xero. Let's begin. Now, the first thing that you need to do is to log in using your credentials. If this is your first time in Xero, I need you to click the sign up option. And from here, just to follow the on-screen instructions and you're good to go. Creating a custom report in Xero is a straightforward process that could help you focus on specific data and metrics that are most relevant to your business needs and goals. Now, in this case, I'm hovering to the demo company US because the Andy guide has limited data to work with. Now, in this case, I'm hovering to the business section and I'm going to click on the reports. Now, I'm going to choose the profit and loss. So it's a lot easier to work with. Now, this profit and loss shows the performance of a specific company and their income within this date period, right? From January 1st to August 17th, right? Now I wanted to change the duration of this from this month, right here, from August 1st until August 31st. Now you can compare it with maybe 2 months ago. All right. Now there's going to be an option for the filter. You can, of course, choose the tracking categories. You can use East Side, North, South, West Coast, and apply one filter. All right. So there's a lot that you can work with. You have an more option, the three buttons here, where you can choose. For example, I'm gonna be I'm gonna include percentage of income, total year to date, and I'm gonna put all of these for this video. Click on that, and once it happens, click on update, and we will see the changes that we have done here on the Xero. Now, obviously, we can change this into maybe like this. Now you have an option here at the bottom. You can export with multiple options as PDF, Excel, and Google Sheets. All right. If we click on the Google Sheets, it would be forwarded here. You just have to choose the and authorize Xero to access your Google account. I'm gonna click on allow. And there's the exported file that we have on Xero going here to Google Sheets. That's one way, right? Let's switch back again to the Xero. If we click on this option to export as PDF, you see, you just have to save it to your local file directory. Same goes to the Excel. If you save as, you have an option to publish and custom. All right, so there's a lot that you can work with. For example, if you click on custom, you can name it as a custom report. All right, make custom report to the default if you wanted, or you can simply go to the publish. All right, so what will happen is it would be forwarded here on the cover page, and you have the PDF styling. You can choose the plain and custom and hide all decimals if you wanted. This is more advanced, but this is the way how you can customize reports in Xero. All right, I'm going to switch back to the main data. Now, another option that you can work with if you wanted to have a more powerful layout editor tool, or if you wanted to have more control over the reports that you wanted to customize, for example, for a big client of yours, or you're working with an organization that needs customized data that you can't have just using these filters, you might want to click on the edit layout here at the bottom left corner. What will happen is you would have an access to this section. Now, once you are here, when you click on a specific heading, for example, this, the income, you would have an option to edit all the information here. For example, Andy income, you can choose the debit positive or credit positive. So there's a lot that you can work with, right? In terms of the cost of goods sold, for example, this is going to be for guide. I'm going to choose the credit positive. You can also include some rules. For example, include accounts that starts with or the account code range. So these are for more advanced tutorial for those who have technical expertise here in Xero. All right. Now you see you have multiple options when you click on this. You can insert another formula, for example, add the income, guide cost of goods sold, and a lot more. All right. And after that, make sure that all the information is correct. And then you see there's multiple options here to add some text block. You can add heading, numbered, standard, none. You can hide when published or exported. So there's a lot, you see. You can also enter a text here, maybe this one. Now, you can also put in the schedule. All right. For example, this, you can add accounts here if you wanted. You can search all accounts that you can work with. For example, is it going to be a checking account, savings account, or accounts receivable? For example, this is going to be for savings account. Click on update. You see, there are multiple ways for you to customize report. This is for more advanced features. You can have more rows if you wanted, for example, a group or formula here. You can put in as much as formula as you wanted, or accounts right here. Same word with the custom. You can have a group selection or edit accounts. So there's a lot. Same goes with the columns. You can put in date. All right. You can put in, hold on. You can go for the page break right here. You have 4 page break sections. You can move up and you can use the toggle to move down. You can also delete the page break if you wanted. And again, you also have an option to export this to PDF. All right. But again, make sure that all of the information is correct before saving it. Now, you can simply click this like a hat for toga for tips and tricks right here. You wanted to take a quick tour if you are lost during the whole navigation process. If you don't, click on update the layout. This one, just have to remove this one. Now, when you update the layout, you would be forwarded here on the same screen as we have earlier. And again, all you're gonna do is click on update, or you just have to save as and export it again to the Google Sheet like what we did earlier, right? Because doing so, you can adapt reports to fit the preferences and requirements of different departments or team members or clients, for more effective analysis, because it ensures that the reports, when customized, can meet regulatory or internal reporting requirements by, including the exact data necessary for compliance. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you again in the next one.